Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the second to last video that will be going up on my channel for the year 2021. So I hope you guys are ready for this because I do have quite a bit of product. I did not play with a ton of makeup this year, and I did not buy a lot of makeup this year. I feel like we have perhaps all collectively been trying to manage our money a little bit better and perhaps be a little bit kinder to the environment by buying based on need rather than based on want. I feel like my approach to makeup due to the mask mandate here in California still has been, just very minimal. Less is more kind of approach. So let's start with my beauty favorites of 2021. For a makeup base or a makeup primer, I am going to go with a sunscreen. And although this is not my favorite or my go-to for just, sunscreen alone on a bare face, I am going to say that my favorite makeup primer is the Kate Somerville Daily Deflector Mineral Sunscreen. This has, I would say, the mattest finish of sunscreen that I personally have in my collection. I love the finish of it. I feel like it smooths my skin and it gives me a matte, natural glow. And I love that when wearing some of the, or at least one of the products that I will be mentioning going forward. I use about 2 pumps of this over the face, and I will use a different sunscreen on my neck and décolleté because this on my medium skin tone gives me a bit of a white cast, which is why I love applying this under foundation or under makeup because you can no longer see that white cast. Now, if you are of a deeper skin tone than me, this may not work out for you as a sunscreen alone. However, if you are fairer, I do foresee this working very nicely for you if you do prefer your mineral sunscreen. This is my favorite primer, a sunscreen. You should be wearing your sunscreen all day, every day under your makeup. Now, for foundation, I do have 3, just 3, not 6, 3. I have 3. I'm hungry. So I think this was voted best foundation last year, and it's still my favorite foundation. This is the Exa Beauty High Fidelity Semi-Satin Foundation. I have the shade Michelle 300, and this babe is almost empty. I do need a restock for sure. I love that this is available on the Ulta Beauty website. For all 3 foundations here, my favorite method of application is with a beauty sponge or a beauty blender. I feel like I can definitely build on the coverage wherever needed, which for me is typically here along the jawline and sometimes the forehead, since that's the area where, you can see now that I wear a mask everywhere I go. I love the incredible shade range that this has from lightest to deepest, and I absolutely love that this is a clean beauty foundation. Now on to something that was released this year. It is the Tower 28 Beauty Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen. I did recently upload a video on how I use this, so I will link that up above in case you missed it and would like to see how this product in particular looks on my skin. This was very generously sent over to me via PR, and they were able to color match me beautifully based on the foundations that I told them that I'd used. I am perhaps looking to adding a darker shade just in case, I decide to self-tan if I stop being too busy and too lazy. I just want to get back into it. I want to be a bronze goddess. So I am looking into getting a darker shade for me, since I did actually invest in a darker shade of my absolute favorite powder this year. So I love absolutely love this. My favorite application method, like I mentioned, is still the Beauty Blender for buildable coverage, but I do, you know, if I am in a mad rush, enjoy applying it with my fingers as well. Because I use this as a foundation, I do still wear a sunscreen under this, because the amount of product that I use of this is not enough for me to feel safe. You know, just wearing this alone with no added sunscreen, I would probably not be able to sleep at night. So I make sure to still apply a sunscreen underneath. This does have a 12-month shelf life, and this is cruelty-free. And I just love this. I feel like this was probably one of my favorite products as far as, well, no, this is like one of my top 5 favorite products of 2021. And I can definitely see myself using this in 2022. This was not released in 2021. But it was my favorite, one of my favorite products to reach for in 2021. This is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. Again, my favorite application method is with the Beauty Blender. Out of all of these, I feel like this one has perhaps the mattest of finishes, and it is the foundation that I'm wearing right now. If you have watched any or perhaps all of the videos, I am either using the Exa Beauty, but as of late, this has been my go-to for filming. The Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. So if you have been digging the way my skin looks or my makeup looks, it is this. This is it. I do set it with a powder in some areas, not all. But I have been loving this. This shade matches me beautifully. I am in the shade M90. As far as a broad shade range here, I feel like Exa Beauty definitely takes the cake, closely followed by perhaps either one of these, to be honest. I feel like this tinted sunscreen, you can get away with perhaps a couple different skin tones wearing the same shade, but absolutely thrilled, and I love these clean beauty foundations. Something that's not so clean is the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer. This is a foundation and a concealer in one. I have been using this for the entirety of the year. I hope this is not expired, as a concealer. It is what I am wearing today. And again, if you've been watching my videos as of late, this is what is underneath my eyes and here as a makeup or eye primer. Love this. I love working it on the eye area with my beauty sponge, and I love setting it with my Hourglass translucent setting powder. This has just been my favorite, my go-to. While I do enjoy wearing the more sheer, the tinted foundation or tinted sunscreen, I feel like my eyes definitely need a lot more coverage. So this has been my go-to. This has worked beautifully. I do have the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I did restock on that. So once this starts to smell bad, I will go back to my Kosas. I do want to continue with wearing clean beauty, because I definitely want to balance my hormones, and in beauty and in skincare and in food, there are a load of hormone disrupting ingredients. Soybeans disrupt your hormones. So Lord only knows what's in some of these things. So I do definitely want to continue using clean beauty where I can. And if I love a clean beauty product, I'll continue to repurchase. Let's chat powder. My favorite powder, my favorite setting powder of the year was the Kosas Cloud Set Baked Setting and Smoothing Powder. I did pick up the shade Cushiony, which is a darker shade, but this is the shade Comfy. Now, please ignore how grimy and broken this is, but I use this all day, every day. I love using it with my Sigma Small Duo Fiber Brush, which I know she's gross. We know. I just love working this over the T-zone. And I also use this as my eye powder. I have, like I mentioned, been taking a very minimalist approach to makeup. I haven't been playing a ton with like makeup palettes or anything. We're still wearing masks here in California, and all I've really been focusing on is my brows. But this wears beautifully throughout the day. I love how it just kind of blurs, and it gives even my Sunny Days tinted sunscreen, gives it a little bit more coverage, but it's not overwhelming. This is a sheer coverage powder, and this is going to sheer it out even more. I did try applying it with like a dense fluffy brush, and I did not like it. It was just too much powder over my skin, so I just love using it with this. I also purchased a darker color to use as a bronzer once I am through with my favorite bronzer of the year, which is not Clean Beauty, unfortunately. It is the Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette. I have been using the bronzer as both a bronzer and crease eyeshadow for everyday wear. I feel like I work out in the morning, I make my smoothie, so by the time I get to both applying my skincare and my makeup, I just want to run and dash out of here. So whatever products I already have out and readily available to me is what I will use for the eyes. Sometimes I will not even apply a crease shadow to the eyes. I'll just set the concealer and call it a day. But I have been loving this shadow as well. I didn't do a lot of highlighting this year, but this highlighter was a favorite. This is what she looks like, in case you are interested. And then the bronzer looks like that, and these shades work beautifully on my medium skin tone. I'll try to swatch it, even though I have like Lord only knows what other products here on the back of my hand. But those are very, very beautiful shades. I don't know if I would invest in another palette like this, considering I hardly ever reach or use these. Sometimes I will also reach for this and apply it here on the inner corner if I have an extra 30 seconds. Now let's chat eyes. Again, I did not purchase any eyeshadow palettes this year. I know it's hard to resist the urge, but I haven't really done much to the eyes, and I didn't really see anything that piqued my interest. I did, though, my brother's wedding, and I did take the Tati Beauty RIP Volume 1 palette, and she doesn't smell bad at all, and she still works beautifully. You can tell I've already kind of panned this shade here. This palette is just so beautiful and just amazing, and I'm really sad that Tati Beauty doesn't exist, but I'm so glad that Tati herself is back on the YouTubes. So I'm gonna say that this is my favorite palette for 2021. I know that it was my favorite palette for 2022. I'm sorry, 2020. When was this even released? I don't know, but this is probably super duper expired. And of course, if your eyes start to swell up or water, if you're applying expired eye makeup, wash it off and don't use it again. But I still love this palette. I hold it near and dear to my heart. I hope that Tati, comes out with more products in the future, because this is an absolute gem. And I know you can't buy it anymore, but that's just what I reached for. For blush, I do have a number of favorites, and they come from Tower 28 as well. These are the Beach Please Luminous Tinted Balms. I have a number of them. Magic Hour is one of my favorites, and Golden Hour, of course, a peachy shade. This is more of a neutral kind of pink, and this is a kind of brighter peachy tone. in rush hour. Absolutely love these. To be honest, I have not used powder blush all year round. The shade that I'm wearing today is actually the Merit Beauty Beverly Hills Cheek Color. I have not been able to put this down as well. I just love how when wearing a creamy, balmy blush, I just don't have the urge to apply a highlighter. It just gives me an instant kind of glow, and this has just been a go-to. I, again, do not apply this to my face. I dip my finger and then I will apply it to my cheeks. Obsessed. Probably need to get another one like the deeper berry shade that's really popular. Probably get that too, but I have found great success and just love, love, love this shade as well. Cream blushes, again, don't typically last, especially if you are wearing a mask just like me, but I do enjoy it, especially for filming. If you've been watching my videos again, this has been my go-to blush. The Merit Beauty Cheek Color in Beverly Hills. Mascara. Let's chat mascara now. I have two favorites, both for different reasons. The Jones Road Mascara. I am not wearing it today, but this was incredible. I will definitely be repurchasing this. I love the wand and I love the formula. The formula is thick. It volumizes my lashes, it thickens them, they hold a curl. This is just a beautiful, beautiful formula. This is also clean beauty, and I love this for my upper lashes. For my lower lashes, I have been loving the Merit Beauty mascara in Perfect Black. This is lengthening, and unlike the Jones Road mascara, this wand is just straight, and the formula here is not thick, so I love it for my lower lash lines. It, you know, gives some color and some definition to that lower lash line without making it too clumpy and too thick. It's like, oh, hey, I see you, lower lashes. This is perfect. Like, this combo has been my favorite for 2021. Brow products, again, major hit from Kosas on my end. I'll start with the ColourPop Brow Boss pencil. It's what I'm wearing on my brows today. I did try the Kosas brow pencil, but I feel like the pencil is just too thick, and perhaps I got too warm of a color, but I love just this very, very small kind of pencil. I feel like you have a little bit more control as far as strokes are concerned, and the formula isn't so rich that it gives you kind of like a blocky brow, which, you know, I don't mind either, but I feel like I want less of a block and more of a fluff. Another Kosas beauty favorite is the Airbrow in Clear. Now, this is the second step in my brow routine, so I'll go in and then apply it to all of the lashes, let that set, and then for more fluff, I'll go in with the Kosas Airbrow in Black Brown. This is a new kind of restock, and I do have a backup of this because I just absolutely love these products. Again, with the mask mandate, I feel like all people can really see are like my lashes and my brows, and I just really, really love these products. This does have a 6-month shelf life, but as far as sizing, I feel like it's perfect for brows. I mean, why would you want like this size for brow products, you know? The first unit of this definitely lasted me about 6 months, so I feel like you'll definitely get a bang for your buck since this is in about the $20–25 range. So if you love like thick, fluffy, stay-in-place brows without fallout, you will not regret it. I have been living the glossy life in 2021, and my favorite lip products. I don't know where my Merit Beauty gloss went, but that one's also a favorite. Have been these Tower 28 glosses. My recent favorite, which I picked up during a haul, is the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in Chestnut. I've been wearing this in a couple of recent videos as well. What I'm wearing today on the lips is the Not Clean Beauty Huda Beauty Lip Contour in 2.0 in Honey Beige, and I am wearing this, which is almost empty, the Shine On Lip Jelly in Cashew as a topper. Love. I love this formula. It's like not sticky, it's lightweight. It's nourishing and kind of softening to the lips as well. And I love the packaging. These have been in several different bags, and you can still see that detail on the top here. And then just the actual unit here, the writing or the print on this unit is still there. Unlike like the ColourPop glosses that it just kind of wears off, it's still there. Love this brand as well, as you can clearly tell. But I just love these. Let's do a swatchy swatch so I don't leave you guys hanging. What is this? Coconut, another favorite. It's more of a pinky. And let's see here. Let's get Cashew, which, you know, we're almost out. And then we have Chestnut, which is a current favorite. So that's Chestnut. Definitely a little bit deeper. Perfect for, you know, deeper complexions. How beautiful are these? If you are looking for a gloss, highly recommend the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jellies. For makeup setting spray, I know that Ilia was a major fail, as you all saw in that video. I will link it up above. My beauty fails or products that did not work out for me video, where I share some products that, you know, just did not work out for me. This one, however, did, and it has worked for a very long time. This year, we went to New York for my brother's wedding, and I wore this to set my makeup alongside the Tati Beauty palette, which is probably expired. And this truly made my makeup last all night long, and it was incredibly humid and nasty. But it set my makeup beautifully. I did set a couple layers as well, but it set my makeup beautifully, and it lasted from like sunup practically to sundown. That is all I have for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'd love to know what your favorite makeup beauty finds of 2021 are in the comments down below. Also, if we share any favorites, let me know in the comments down below. I'd really love to know. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Wow, we are warm. We are warm. All right, 2 more videos to go.